mean, just keep the camera on my face.
You wanted yourself.
I'm not narcissistic. Okay, here's my campaign speech.
Scott Tipton himself.
What? Right here? Yeah, look at that. Brandon
Like a young version.
Bergen, President, Mesa State Young Republicans. I'm also the intern manager. I'm an important guy. I'm going to get the next one. Professional. Well, let me just name the points off.
Okay.
I want a secure border, and I want to enforce our immigration laws like Arizona's doing here in Colorado. If I'm running for Colorado, I want to bring our jobs back to the 3rd Congressional District, Mesa County. I want oil derricks. I want natural gas use as much as we can. Abortion, absolutely not. I want to absolutely defund Planned Parenthood and all that welfare crap. I want to get rid of welfare for that matter. But the problem is, people are attached to it because it's free. So, what other issues are there? I mean,
how do you feel about same-sex marriage?
That's a toughie. Privacy in your own home is an okay thing. When it comes to like marriages, of course, I'm one of those semantics kind of guy. I'm a huge semantics guy. So the word marriage to me is for a man and a woman. That's what everyone says. I believe in marriage is between a man and a woman. And so, gay marriage? I don't know. I believe in federalism ultimately. So it should be state by state. If Texas, we don't believe in gay, and so you move to Texas if you don't want to have any gays around you. You want to have, you want to live in that kind of community, you go to San Francisco, But I think California needs to be divided into like 5 states. That'd be my first thing as president: divide California into 5 parts, 4 to 5 parts. And then,
you were talking about that the other day.
I was. I think California's way too big to sustain. The too big to fail? Well, California's so big, it fails. Kind of a different theory there, but, and then the whole too big to fail thing, there's no such thing. Let them fail. Free market.
Yep.
Everyone's saying that the free market needs to survive through that. Well, I'm afraid that's counterintuitive. The free market should allow it to work as it should, and if it fails, it fails. That's the free market. The problem was the government got in the way in the first place, and that's what made the market fail in the first place. So without the government in the way of the marketplace would have survived and not crashed, needing the government's intervention. So it's kind of a catch-22 in that way. So liberals try to create a nice program, the welfare program, trying to create home loans, mortgages to people who can't afford them. You've heard all about that. What's his name? Barney Frank's whined and complained about that for months. So next question. You're a reporter now, okay? Next question.
Healthcare.
Well, you know what? Federalism. I like Mitt Romney, but I think Mitt Romney made the wrong decision in creating healthcare, Romney Care in Massachusetts. And I usually support him, but I really don't think it's a good idea now. He's going to try and spread the whole thing. I mean, Obamacare is unconstitutional, period. The government can't tell us, like they said tonight, they can't force us to buy a product that we normally wouldn't. Once you cross that line, we can't buy double bubble. We have to buy juicy fruit, because the government owns half the juicy fruit. It's unfair, and it's the antithesis of capitalism. Next question.
Okay. What was I gonna say? What do you think about Arizona?
Arizona law?
Yeah.
Absolutely constitutional. It's only a reaffirmation of federal law. Like I said, Congress is allowed to do so many things, the enumerations, and the one thing they're allowed to do, they don't do. Things they aren't allowed to do, health insurance and health care and stepping over their boundaries, they do it. When it comes to protecting their borders and protecting their national security, they don't do it. They want to complain about racism. The double standards there of freedom, and people are complaining about civil liberties of illegals, which are always going to be brown. That's the stereotype. What about our civil liberties of being in a free state like Arizona? I mean, Arizona's a border state naturally, but if nowadays they're going to come through Arizona, they're going to get hard pressed. They're going to come straight up to Colorado. Right through Utah, right to Colorado. We already have that problem here anyway.
Yeah.
And so, in Colorado, we need to get people like Scott here and Scott McGinnis, and our what's the name? John Suthers, our Attorney General, and get him in here and start. He's supporting Arizona. We need to get legislators in here and work on that. So I support Bob Hislop, District 54. Next question.
What was I
Foods here.
Oh, sorry. Thank you.
Next question.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Oh, thank you.
Whoa.
Oh, fries.
Congressman Young Tipton Jr.
Brandon
is
Bergen.
eating like a bowl of fries, bucket of fries.
That's not a bucket. My name is Brandon Bergen, and I am eventually running for the 54th Colorado House District and eventually the 3rd Congressional District.